Snow Trails TV features a saddlebag tour in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Hey, I'm Video Mike with Snow Trails TV, and it's 2010. This is my first saddlebag ride. It's early January. We're up here in the UP. We're staying at Newberry. Last night we stayed at the Comfort Inn. We're going to do a 3-day saddlebag tour, heading up towards Grand Marais, down into Christmas, and we're just kind of winging it on this trip. Tell your friends and neighbors Snow Trails TV is on right now, and join us in the UP.
I've been snowmobiling for, well, I guess 19 years, as long as I've been born. I've been going. I think it's a good way to go out and see the state of Michigan. It's fun. It's something I do with my family, and I'll bring my friends up who've never gone, and it's something to show other people. But for the most part, they always said it was fun, and it's something they want to do again.
I've ridden with Bob Young for a couple of years. This is his first saddlebag trip with his 2 daughters. He told me he was excited about them becoming old enough that he could share this fun family experience.
I've been snowmobiling 22 years. The things I like about snowmobiling are the views that you get to see, the places you get to go, that if you weren't out on the snowmobiles, you would never get the chance to experience. Well, some of my favorite places to go ride after this is definitely in the UP. Trails are excellent. And then I like riding around Gaylord and Frederick, Michigan, and towards Mayo.
Putting a few extra miles down today, an extra couple hours. It's all part of the adventure.
We spent the night at the newly reopened full-service hotel in Christmas, Michigan. The White Pine Lodge has about everything a traveling snowmobiler would need to make themselves at home and prepare for the next adventure. Michigan's Upper Peninsula is one of the more popular snowmobile regions. It is a very large area, and if there is good snow anywhere, it usually will be in Michigan's UP. It's the perfect place to start a smaller saddlebag tour where the group stays at different overnight locations each night and carries everything they will need on the sled. There are also many hotel, motel, and cabins that have excellent multi-day riding routes if you choose to come back to home base lodging each night.
We're about 35 miles from Christmas. We're at the sculptures. We're between Christmas and Marquette. Pretty neat little thing. You can drive your snowmobiles down around. He's got a whole little sculpture thing that he's set up with, and you can do a quick drive through. He usually has a fire going over here. You can warm up by the fire. It's a pretty neat little thing to see on the trail.
So what do they got here for us, Rob?
Oh, looks like here they've got some marshmallows. They've got hot cocoa.
Here we are, this guy puts all the sculpture stuff up and it's for free for your enjoyment to have, but he, as you see here, he has a box that you can put some money in, so every time we come by Snow Trails TV and all of us always put in some money to help this guy out. It's worth the drive and it's worth the money. There you go.
They hit 417 later now.
Well, it's only been like 10 miles and I came to a stop and I have no saddlebag, which means no clothes, nothing, no toothpaste, no toothbrush, nothing.
Where's everybody else?
Hopefully my sister's picking it up somewhere down the trail.
You were dragging it for probably 5-10 minutes. And
This is what my wife Trudy bought me to help me through my cancer. I had to carry this super medicine with me in my bottle. And I left it in my daughter's bag, and it looks like Stephanie or somebody's ran it over.
this was dragging behind you. All the straps broke off.
I was right with it in front of me.
Yeah, we've learned a little lesson here. The gas in Shingleton is no more. If you're coming up Trail 8, you'll want to pull off into Wetmore, get gas. It's far and few between. We had about 20 miles left to go, but that wasn't enough to get us anywhere. The sled traffic was very light on the trails. Riding during the midweek like us can be so much more enjoyable when riding a very popular area. The trails are so much different with less traffic, and the groomers have had a chance to get everything in shape.
This is my first time up here from Nashville. First time I actually ever even seen snow. Lived in Florida my whole life. It's different. It's like riding a jet ski on snow. He asked me 2 days ago if I wanted to go snowmobiling, and I said yes.
And you think you'd ever come back up and do it again?
Probably. Take turns slowly, or you hit trees.
Always enjoyable riding through the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore Park on the way to Grand Marais. This is a great place for snowstorms in a village that seems to stay timeless. 150 miles today on our second day of saddlebag touring in Michigan's Northern Peninsula. We left Christmas this morning, now we're in Grand Marais at the Hilltop Cabins. We're going to unpack now, show you more about the cabins and the hospitality a little later on. We're starting our third day of saddlebag touring, and last night we stayed at the Hilltop Cabins in Grand Marais. I'm here with John and Jeanette, the owners of the cabins, and I want to ask them a little bit about what they've got going on here for you snowmobilers. John, how many cabins, how many people can you fit up in this place, and tell me what the arrangements are?
Well, we got quite a few. We got the two new cabins that you guys stayed in last night. They're both we call them 3-bedroom cabins. Of course, we count the lofts upstairs as bedrooms, and those will sleep up to 6. Each comfortably, as you know.
Yeah.
They have the gas fireplaces, and that one has the 2-person Whirlpool tub, and this one over here has the 1-person Whirlpool tub. But we built them a few years back. We tried to situate them to where we've got a nice view overlooking the lake, and we can accommodate quite a few families up here with them through the winter time and the summertime months as well.
Now today we're going to head around. We're going to take Trail 8 over to Paradise, which is on this side of the map, and then we're going to work our way back down to Newberry today. And it should be a pretty good day's ride today, probably about 7-hour ride today.
My favorite part of snowmobiling would be being out with my family and just having a fun time.
I like saddlebagging because it's more of an adventure. When you go for a day ride, you always know you can come back to your cottage, you can stay there, you can be warm. Where this, you have to go to where your destination is. I ride a 600 Polaris Edge XC. I really enjoy riding in the UP because the trails are wider, more sweepy turns, and you go for longer distances without having to stop and navigate around. Pack enough to keep you warm, but don't pack enough that your bag weighs more than you do on the back of the sled. We're back here in Newberry. We just finished our 3-day saddlebag tour across the UP. We rode about 420 miles in the past 3 days. We went from Newberry to Grand Marais, over to Christmas, and back to Grand Marais, and now back to Newberry. The trails were excellent. The snow's falling. Thanks for watching Snow Trails TV.